Thank you for inviting me to testify today. The proposed rule that will implement the Women-Owned Small Business Federal Contracting Procedures has been published in the Federal Register and is currently in the 60-day comment period. SBA has been and remains committed to implementing the statutorily authorized set-aside for the program while at the same time meeting the specific directives provided in the legislation. Based on a nonpartisan guidance provided by the National Academy of Science, or NAS, RAND conducted a statistical review to determine underrepresentation for women-owned small businesses in federal contracting. The NAS recommended considering a variety of data sources and a variety of methodologies in order to gain a broad perspective. They did, however, emphasize the greater weight be given to results based on contracting dollars. In addition, NAS emphasized the importance of considering more detailed industry information represented by 4-digit North American Industry Classification System, which is we would call NAICS codes. And then they highlighted the need to demonstrate that businesses in the review were ready, willing, and able to perform in federal contracting. To determine underrepresentation and substantial underrepresentation, RAND identified 28 possible approaches and considered data in the Central Contracting Register, the Federal Procurement Data System, the Survey of Business Owners, which is a broad industry-wide survey. And relying on the guidance from NAS and the results of parsing the data, RAND then zeroed in on those methods that accurately measured underrepresentation and substantial underrepresentation. After careful analysis of the remaining approaches and in keeping with the direction of the NAS and RAND, SBA adopted the approach that best captured the most appropriate measures. First, based on the NAS comments and the need to align with federal policy, we used measures which considered contracting dollars going to businesses rather than the numbers of contracts. The very goal of the statute was intended to support 5% federal contracting dollars going to women-owned small businesses. Getting revenue from contracts is what creates value for small businesses, not numbers of contracts. And the entire appropriations, budgeting, contracting, and accounting process in the federal government is based on dollars. Second, based on NAS comments and the need to tailor the rule to address the need, we used the more detailed classifications in the 4-digit NAICS codes. The proposed rule will assist certain women-owned small businesses in pursuing contracting opportunities with the federal government by providing procedures for certifying as an eligible women-owned small business, protesting eligibility determinations and awards, and providing a roadmap for agencies to make the determination that women-owned small business underrepresentation is related to gender discrimination. In addition, the rule sets forth when contract officers can restrict competition to women-owned small businesses. SBA's goal is not only to develop regulations implementing those procedures, but to help women-owned businesses so they can compete both in the private marketplace and for federal contracts. I and my team were surprised at the results of the study. We learned that those women-owned small businesses registered in the CCR generally receive a higher percentage of their revenues from federal contracting dollars than other businesses, and that the data only showed underrepresentation in 4 categories. According to the study, once women-owned businesses register to do business with the federal government, they appear to be doing well as a percentage of their total revenues, compared with other firms in their same industries. The study indicates that the real issue is increasing the number of women-owned businesses who compete for federal contracts. In fiscal year 2007, SBA began an initiative to more effectively assist small businesses interested in doing business with the federal government. We've aligned our field staff, we've provided additional training so they're better equipped to advise, train, counsel small businesses so they're prepared to do marketing necessary to find procurement opportunities. As part of this initiative, PCRs will have a greater role in ensuring that federal agencies reach their small business procurement goals, which will increase procurement opportunities for small business. SBA has made great progress. In 2006, contracting dollars going to women-owned small businesses reached a record level, $11.6 billion. And in 2006, we experienced the largest growth in a single year since that goal was established in 1994, $1.5 billion. The amount of contracting dollars going to women-owned small business is more than 2.5 times the level it was in 2000, growing at almost 17% per annum. In addition, subcontracting dollars have increased to over $10 billion, representing 6%. SBA is taking a forward-looking approach. First, our programs are tasked with growing the universe of women-owned businesses and encouraging businesses to register with the CCR, making those businesses eligible to contract with the federal government. Second, the role of SBA is to help those businesses become ready, willing, and able to undertake and build a successful track record working with the federal government. We provided our entire field organization with a full week of training to make them more effective in outreach and training. We've rolled out new technologies to help other agencies easily identify women-owned businesses that meet their specific contracting needs. We've established outreach goals for every single district office in the country within the SBA, and we're holding federal agencies accountable for their performance through the scorecard process. We have a number of exciting initiatives planned for 2008. Some highlights: SBA intends to participate in almost 600 procurement-related events which have some component of women-owned small businesses focused on. Additional training and matchmaking. We're rolling out online courses on procurement. We're realigning our field staff to focus on these opportunities. We think these initiatives will help women-owned small businesses to achieve the congressionally established goals. We must remember, I think, that there is no one single approach that will expand the participation of women-owned small businesses in federal government, rather a combination of initiatives that take into account that the individual needs of businesses is the best approach to provide opportunities for women-owned small businesses to do business with the federal government. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today, and I look forward to any questions you might have.